Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Last week I mentioned that I had some code updates and I'm excited to show you guys. Today I'll be talking about sharpness and accuracy. So let's talk about sharpness. One way I thought about increasing the accuracy of the damage model was to increase the sharpness of the images. And we do this with a process called image filtering. Since images are essentially just an array, we can apply another array called a kernel to go through and change the values within that array itself. We use kernels to initially help smooth out the images, but we can also use it to help sharpen the lines around numbers. So after changing that kernel value, it's working a lot better. It's still getting confused with 0s and 9s, 6s and 8s, and I'm still kind of going through the data manually changing it, but it's definitely not as tedious as it was before. So accuracy. Last week I mentioned having some trouble trying to figure out what that lagging of frames, so even if you shoot a gun, damage might not register for a little bit because of either bullet velocity or just because of how long it takes for damage to show up. And we were able to rectify that with a bunch of if statements and loops. Essentially, if you shoot your gun and there's an ammo difference of 1, what the program is going to do is it's going to search to see if damage was done until another bullet was shot. So we were able to solve that and store it, and we're able to kind of get another list with the complete tally of what bullets were shot and what bullets hit. From there, we just take the count of how many bullets and the count of how many bullets actually had damage to get our accuracy. So I use those principles for the gameplay I'm about to show. In this gameplay, I use Crypto. He's so much better after the update, and he was able to push me through gold into platinum. So it was pretty fun. Stay to the end for a roundup.
Nice.
That enemy shield is broken.
Really? I am taking fire, friends. Took out an enemy. I am down. Hostile right here. Hostile close.
I found an adversary.
Full squad deleted. You are still in
the gameplay, but let's dig into it. In that game, I got a whopping 32% accuracy. I don't know if that's good. I don't know if it's bad. It seems pretty low. I have no real frame of reference. So what I did was I took some videos from some streamers that I watch, and I ran the program to analyze their gameplay as well. I'm going to put in the description which videos I use so that you have a frame of reference. So when we look into it, we're not too bad. We're still in the realm, but our goal is to move up. And we can use this to kind of track where we are and where we need to go. When we look more into it, we see that our accuracy wasn't great for the Rampage, and it was okay for the car and the R9. So maybe that's something that we can work on. Obviously this game isn't all about accuracy, or else everybody would just be using shotguns and running around. But I think it is interesting to see kind of the differences. Like Lulu used like 500 bullets just in the gameplay I analyzed. And that was only like a 6-minute clip. But like Ace and Daltoosh, since they're using a wingman, only really used like in the hundreds. So, I mean, we're kind of sort of in the realm. I mean, these guys are amazing, so obviously it's, again, not all about accuracy, but I think it is interesting to see. Next time I do a deep dive of this, maybe we'll do a more direct comparison using the same guns. Probably wingman shotguns, since that's what they all like to use. But let me know in the comments what streamers you'd like to see. I think it was just fun to do, and to see how their accuracy is compared to kind of how I do. I hope you found this interesting. I'm going to be working on automating a lot of this stuff. Right now it's pretty manual and it's pretty tedious. So that'll be kind of next steps for me. But until next week, we're out.